What's up, everybody? Welcome back. So today I'm hitting y'all with another episode. We're making a peach pie. So lucky for me, I have peaches that grow in my backyard, so I'm able to pick peaches that we're going to make. I don't have to use store-bought ones, but this is what we're getting into today. These are all the peaches that I picked that were ready, and we're going to go ahead and make this peach pie. It's going to be delicious. I can't wait, and I'm going to walk you guys through the process. Now, I've never made a peach pie before, so this is going to be my first time. But crust is everything to me. I like to make things from scratch as much as possible. So the crust today I'm actually making from scratch out of this recipe book that I have right here. It's called The Lost Art of Scratch Cooking by Curtis Parker. And as you can see on the back and the front of this book, that's somebody Nana. So you know she know what she's talking about. So for this recipe, and I'll have it in the description for the crust, it takes 3 cups of flour, 1.5 cups of shortening, a half teaspoon of salt, 5 tablespoons of cold water, a tablespoon of vinegar, and an egg. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've made the crust, as you can see right here, and then I have the other part of the crust is right here. This is going on the top, and I'm going to make lattice strips that are going to go across the top. So that's why I'm saving this. But I went ahead and I put this crust, the pie pan, in the oven at 425 degrees for about 5 minutes, and I let it cook. And then that way, you know, when it's time for it to go in the oven for real and I take a bite out of it, the bottom is not gummy. I don't like gummy crust. I've never liked crust that was like that. I want my crust at the bottom to be set, to be done properly. So that's the whole reason why I've done that. So what I'm going to do now, let me take this camera. I'm going to bring this water to a boil. And once that water is to a boil, I'm going to take one of these peaches. Now, what you want to do is you want to make an X at the bottom right here of the peach. I'm going to cut an X into all of these peaches like so. And it doesn't have to be super like cut in, but the purpose of this is I'm going to put all these peaches into the boiling water for a minute. After a minute, I'm going to take the peaches out and I'm going to transport them into this bucket, right? Or not bucket, but this bowl. And it's going to contain ice and water, and it's going to be very cold. So boil for a minute, transfer back over here. It'll be in here for what, 3-4 minutes or so. And then that way, what ends up happening is I'll be able to peel the skin off, because I don't want skins in my peach pie. So I got to peel that off. And then from there, I'll continue with the recipe with everything that I'm using. I do want to say that I'll be using some vanilla, some nutmeg, and some ground cinnamon. Now, I know this is a container that says nutmeg on it, but actually my family, like I mentioned to you guys, are from the Caribbean. So I have family that's from Grenada, my cousins. And my cousins gave me whole nutmeg from Grenada, the spice aisle, that I was able to grate and put in here. So this is what I have in here for right now. And then this is also my ground cinnamon that I have left. So I'm going to be using these 2 items for my peach pie, and it's going to be fire. And of course, my bitters, I don't have my bitters out on the table, but y'all know that's how I get down. That's what I'll be using. So I just wanted to give you guys some context before we get started. I'm going to go ahead and get what I need to do and start boiling this water, and then we'll go from there. All right, so my water is boiling. So now it's time to put all of these in here for about a minute. That's it. They're going to go in there for a minute, and I'm going to pull them out. Got the ice bath ready for them. That's where they're going to go. Hopefully I don't smack or splash myself, so let me take 2 of these out. Let me just dunk this in here real quick. And I got burned a little bit. You see I jumped. But it's all good though. The show must go on. Okay, so those are in there. I'm going to wait about a minute. And once that minute is up, we'll go ahead and put those bad boys in the ice bath. I've never done this before, but this is the way that you do your peaches. So if you want peach pie, this is what you got to do if you don't want the skin on your peaches, which I do not. So yeah, I'm gonna let this do its thing. And then once this is done, I'll show you guys how I peel one of them, and then we'll continue on with the video. Alright, so I want to show you guys this. This is after a minute of boiling, and look, half of the work is done for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and peel this one. Ooh, I almost lost my camera in my pot. That would have been all bad. I'm gonna go ahead and peel this one just so you guys can see, but I'm gonna do this to the rest of my peaches. Just peel them. Makes it very easy for you to just peel the skin off. So that X mark that we made, and see, just like that, this is peeled. So after that, what I'm gonna do is, this is very slimy. Typically I would wear gloves, but it's all right. Break this open, take out the center, and then this is where you would do your slices. You just slice your pieces just like so. So I have a lot of peaches that I have to do this to, so I'm going to go ahead and do all of these, and then after that we'll go to the next step and we'll continue on. Okay, here's the end result. So those are my peaches. So now what I'm about to do is I'm about to put all these ingredients in there, and then I'm gonna let this sit. Now, in a recipe that I watched, the lady took these peaches and she dumped them into a strainer, and the liquid from the bottom of the peaches goes down into the bowl, and you're actually going to use that liquid. So I think that's pretty cool. But basically you're going to make a slurry, so that's the purpose of keeping the liquid. So let's go ahead and do this step here. So this is my brown sugar. Now the recipe calls for less brown sugar, but I don't know how you make a pie and it's not sweet. Like, I gotta have sweetness with my pie. I didn't sign up to eat a pie for it not to be sweet. Yeah, I get it, the peaches have natural sweetness to them, but I want some sugar. So I went ahead and did 3/4 cup of brown sugar and 3/4 cups of regular sugar. That's not what the recipe calls for. It's 2/3 cup of regular sugar and then 1/3 cup of brown sugar. But like I said, I want my pie sweet. So the step calls for you to dump in the brown sugar, the regular sugar. I got my vanilla, and of course I put some of this inside of my vanilla, and then I got my lemon juice. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop this in here, and I'm actually going to stir this up so all this can get combined together. One thing that I noticed with this recipe when I was watching different people make this, when they were stirring this, they loosely did it. They just weren't stirring away. So it was like, give it a couple of stirs, and then you're going to let this do its own thing. So I'm actually gonna stop here. I'm not gonna stir anymore. And I want to show you guys something. You see how it's already soupy. So I'm gonna let it do its thing for about a good 20 minutes. Some people in their recipes, when they drop this into the bowl, they cook it immediately. But after watching a couple of videos, I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to place this into the strainer, and I'm gonna leave it there for a good 20 minutes, and then I'll get back to doing what I need to do. So let me change the camera angle here, and let me just dip this in here like so. And like always, you see I'm scraping everything out of the bowl because that's just me. I want everything. I want all the sweetness, all the flavor. I want it all. So leave that there for a good 20 minutes. And then after 20 minutes, we'll go ahead and basically complete this and finish this and put it in the oven for about. All right, so it's been 20 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these back in this bowl. And look at all that sauce in there. So that is what we want. all that juice and we're going to reuse it. And that is the most appealing part to me, because I don't like to waste nothing. So the fact that we get to use this speaks volumes to me. So let me go ahead and turn the fire on. So right here, I got a half a cup of flour. So I'm gonna put this half a cup of flour in here, and I'm gonna get to stirring this until it becomes a slurry. And just mix it up for right now. Just mix this up real good. And I've also cut my pie pieces that are gonna go on top of this crust. So I cut them an inch thick. You see, I'm a nerd. I got my ruler out. Like, I really wanted to make sure that it was an inch thick. So I went ahead and did that. And then this excess dough that I have right here, if this isn't enough, I can roll out another piece. But I think this will be fine because my pie pan, it's not that big. This is my pie pan. So I think we got that covered. All right, so this is the consistency. You see it? Kind of lumpy, clumpy. So this is gonna go in here. I'm gonna mix this up and continue on. I already been burned once today, so I ain't gonna get burned again. This pot is super hot, so I'm being careful with what I'm doing. I don't want to repeat. Got that on camera, and I'm not gonna edit it out, so y'all gonna get to see me get burned and get a good laugh, but it's all good. Okay, so now this is in here. I'm actually going to change my utensils because I don't want to continue using this spoon. And I'm going to put y'all down because I need both of my hands. Alright, so I got the spatula here. So I am going to add my cornstarch because it calls for cornstarch. So I'm going to go ahead and add my cornstarch in here. Got my seasonings. I got my nutmeg, my cinnamon. Gonna go ahead and put that in here. And I got my vanilla. And I'm gonna put a little bit of salt. I was supposed to do that in the beginning, but I kind of forgot. But it's all good because it's my recipe. I'm the one who's gonna eat it, so it don't matter what step I do that. I'm gonna do it how I'm gonna do it, and that's what it is. So let's go ahead and mix this. Those seasonings. Oh, these seasonings smell so good. That cinnamon, like the cinnamon from another country, from the Caribbean, and that nutmeg, it smells so good. It's different. It doesn't taste like something that you get in the store. So I'd be very happy when my cousins send me stuff like that because it takes on the natural smell of its own, and it just makes everything taste a whole bunch better. But like always, I need to give y'all a quick word. So the quick word of the day is be thankful for what you have. You know, sometimes we miss out on the small things that we have. We take the small things for granted. I'll give you an example. I'm making this peach pie, right? And these peaches are from my backyard. I have 1, 2, 3 peach trees in my backyard. One of them I thought was an apricot tree, but it turns out it's a peach tree. And then I have 2 other peach trees. Not sure what the names of them are off the top of my head, but I'm able to go in my backyard, pick these peaches, and eat them. I don't have to go to a store and spend money. You feel me? So when I tell y'all, like, be thankful for what you have, be thankful for everything because it's important. I have this house, and part of being thankful is realizing that it's not you. You are not the reason why you have what you have. God is the reason why you have what you have. He decides to bless you and give you the things that you have. So this house that I'm able to come home to, I have a bed that I can rest my head and lay down. If I want to go outside in the morning for breakfast and I'm like, you know what, I want some fruit, I could go pick a peach off the tree. I have blueberries back there. My son today, he decided, you know what, I'm going to pick some blueberries and I'm going to bring them in the house. So when I came home from running on my errands, I see a bunch of blueberries on the table. But that right there, that is a blessing in itself to be able to do that. So I would say to y'all, whatever it is you have, even if it's something small, be thankful and make sure you give him his praise. Make sure you give him his thanks and you let him know, hey, I'm thankful, Jesus, or Yeshua, I'm thankful for everything that you have given me, and I appreciate the things that you have given me. So that's your gem for today. Being thankful will take you a long way, because the more thankful you are, the more he realizes, or the more he sees, like, oh, okay, my child is thankful. You know what? I'm going to bless you with something else. So that's the gem of the day. All right, so let's go ahead and pour this in here. Oh, this smells so good. I wish you guys could smell what I'm smelling, because it smells so good. Alright. And I'm scraping my bowl. Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all know how I get in. So let me scrape my bowl. Get everything. Alright. So now I gotta do my lattice of my pie, right? Which just broke. On camera too. Dang. But it's all good. We're going to pause right now. All right. So after that little mishap, I went ahead and, I made my pie right and made everything look how it's supposed to. So see, I didn't let that stop me. But I basically did 3 crusts this way, 4 this way, bent them half over, sliced them like that. And I was able to create that. So the last thing I need to do, there's 2 things I need to do. Is my egg wash and sprinkle the sugar. Now, I don't have like the big sugar sprinkles. I just have regular granulated, but like I always tell you guys, you work with what you have. So I'm going to go ahead and do my egg wash. After I do my egg wash and the sugar, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven, and it'll do its thing for a good 15 minutes. Okay, this is the last step. So I mentioned the sugar, sprinkling my sugar. Y'all know I love my sweets. Okay, so one person that I watched their video, they said that it's important to put foil around the whole pie because of the edges. You don't want your edges to get burned. So I thought that was a good idea, so I'm going to go ahead and copy that. I'm going to pull out this foil, and I will be wrapping this around it. And it's a loose wrap, like it doesn't need to be on there super tight or anything like that. And that is that. It's got its little protection barrier. This is going in the oven for 15 minutes. And then after that, I'm putting my oven, the heat down to 350. So 425 for 15 minutes and then 350 for 45 minutes. So a total is an hour. Everybody's oven is different. I always say that to you guys. Even though that person did theirs for 15 minutes, maybe I might do 10. I'm not quite sure yet. I just got to see what everything looks like as it's in the oven. But then once this is done, I'll pull it out, let you guys see it, and then that'll be that. All right, this is the moment we've been waiting for. I just want to show you guys what we're looking like in here. You see I got 18 seconds left. And look at that bad boy in there. Oh, it's looking good. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. I'm going to put y'all over here real quick. And then I'll give y'all a better look of what this looked like. All right, so this is the finished product. Don't that look good? And this is homemade. This is from my backyard. The peaches are from my backyard. They don't get no better than that. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you enjoyed watching me burn myself as I was putting peaches in the pot. I hope you learned something today. And remember, be thankful for everything that you have, especially the small things, because the small things are what's most important. Until next time, y'all have a blessed night, and I'm gonna holla at you.